a cup of cocoa.
Hello to the Quest community. We are the TKT group, and today we're going to teach you about the Thanksgiving holiday. Thanksgiving. It's that American holiday we've all heard about, but today I'd like to tell you about the story behind the festivities. The story begins in August of 1620, when 120 people set sail aboard two merchant ships headed for the Americas in search of religious freedom. In November, just before winter set in, they arrived in Massachusetts. For lack of other options, they spent the winter in their ship, where many of the passengers died. In the spring, they went ashore and found themselves in a land that was altogether unfamiliar. In every situation, from the agriculture to the Native Americans, they found themselves pilgrims in a strange land. Meanwhile, the Wampanoag Indians were beset by enemy tribes. Whereas other Native American tribes saw the Europeans as a threat, the Wampanoag saw them as an opportunity. Through the help of two natives, Somerset and Squanto, they were able to communicate with them and came to an agreement of mutual protection. The natives were of great assistance to the Europeans, helping them learn about the agriculture, teaching them how to plant corn, beans, and squash in such a way that they would all grow to their fullest potential. By the time fall of next year arrived, the pilgrims found themselves looking very optimistically to their future, especially compared to the last. In this spirit of gratefulness and hope for the future, the men headed into the forest to hunt for wild fowl, in preparation for a harvest feast. In their harvest feast, they were joined by their Indian friends. The Indian chief brought along with him 90 of his people. The natives also brought 5 deer to share. There was probably seafood, along with their harvest, of course, of pumpkin, beans, and squash. And there you had it, the first Thanksgiving feast. It was a joyous celebration that lasted 3 days, including games, sports, and above all, thanks to God for the abundance and harmony they were enjoying. Around the world, there are many such harvest celebrations, as people consider their blessings, abundance of provisions, and harmony among each other. The pilgrims were living in a land of freedom. They had survived, and they were grateful to the natives, each other, and above all God for the blessings they were enjoying. No, things were not perfect, but they were grateful for what they had. And there you have it, the first Thanksgiving celebration.
Hi, my name is Alma, and I'm going to explain you the typical food in Thanksgiving. First of all, we have the turkey, which is the most common, and it's roast. The second is the stuffing or the dressing, and that is the food inside of the turkey. The third is the mashed potatoes, which have butter, and in fourth place is the gravy. It is usually put over the turkey for more flavor. The fifth is the cranberry sauce, which could be agry or sweet. The next one is the corn, which is used for bread or soup. The seventh is the green bean casserole, which looks delicious, right? The number 8 are the sweet potatoes or candy jams. This is more like a dessert. In number 9 and 10, we have the most commonly desserts for Thanksgiving, which are the pumpkin and the pecan pie.
Thanksgiving Day, usually the colors at the entrance are orange, yellow, and ochre, using dried 3 leaves as well as wreaths with pine nuts and flowers. The decoration of the tables should always be accompanied by scented candles abundant in orange, yellow, and red colors. The tablecloths and crockery are extremely important at dinner. Napkins, plates, cups, and tablecloths should be prepared in abundance in gold and shiny silver clarity. Finally, to feel welcome at home, each of the places will have its personalized name on an autumn leaf. The most used colors on Thanksgiving Day are yellow, red, orange, gold, ochre, green, and white, avoiding black and night blue. Orange candles are symbols of abundance and prosperity. We must not forget the pumpkin, what is a symbolic aspect of abundance, like a cornucopia, better known as the horn of plenty, where it is worth highlighting the Roman goddess Abundantia, who had the belief brought the money and provide cereals. Finally, we will make a small table decoration related to Thanksgiving Day. We will need two strips of paper, one red and one orange, a yellow leaf, 12 halves of tongue depressors, a brown or stem leaf, and some plantings of land, and the 30 should not.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about the Thanksgiving parade in the USA. Well, not in the USA, in New York City, because in the USA it's a very common that seeing different parades in different cities. The history about the Thanksgiving parade in the New York City, it's very particular because it was an event that started from immigrants employees from Macy's stores. These employees wanted to be a part of a community, of the USA community, so they choose that on Thanksgiving Day, March dressed in a vibrant costumes, and since then, every year, this parade has grown. It's true, the parade was suspended as a result of World War II, but they come back, and since 1953 has been televised from the NBC. This year was very particular because the COVID-19. The parade was downsized and closed to the public. But it's very interesting and very fabulous. You have to see it in YouTube or seeing the pictures online.
Even if it was cold, but